Greetings and welcome back to Switch2Linux. This is the weekly news roundup. How's everybody doing today? It's a wonderful, wonderful Friday here, and weekend's up, and man, I don't know. I've got good plans on the weekends. I'm not sure if I have good plans on the weekends. I'm still plucking away at the website for my writing project. It's taking a while, but anyway. Keegan, greetings. Yes, I think Keegan is indeed first, at least first of the comments that's showing up for me. Got a two-page paper about new Wi-Fi. Two-page paper, I mean, use something, in fact, I mean, in all seriousness, if you have font choice, Courier New takes up a lot of space, but it doesn't look like it takes up a lot of space. But, you know, use something big, large font sizes. Do like 2.25 spacing, some custom stuff, they won't know. Anyway, hello there. Greetings, Bruce Scott. Hello, free man. Save the Iraqi people. Okay. Let's see. Wi-Fi paper is complete. Get on and talk about our messed up non-privacy world. That is right. If you guys did not miss Sillyville part was yesterday. I don't know why. Like on my channel, as large as it is, that video got just about 300 views. Weird. I don't know. Not sure. Hello, Quint Berkeley. Greetings there. Simply Linux. Hello to you. Mitchell, hello again. And Ricky's on. Greetings, Ricky. How are you doing? No, I did not see Desk Panther inside of Synaptic. Should I look again? Let me go ahead and I'm going to pull up Synaptic here, and we're going to look again. I'm just going to double check. Maybe I missed it. Let's see. Let's look for desk. We got desktop file utility, Ross desktop. I don't see Desk Panther. Let's do Desk Dash Panther. No, there's no package called Desk Panther in Synaptic. That is so sad. Why do we not have a kitty package in our repos? Hello, Ken S. Greetings to you. Ash and Snap. Greetings, Mr. Banana Man. How's it going there? Kitty, are you messing with my camera again? You're not going to be able to knock that off the table. I have a big old thing back there. It prevents you from knocking it off the table. But you can move it. I prefer you don't move it. Leave my camera alone. Desk Panther looks like a desk cat. Yes, it is. It is indeed a Desk Panther. Let's see. Larry Johnson, hello to you. Greetings. Mariana, hello there. Lemler3, greetings to you. Alien Truetail, greetings, my fellow alien friend. Quick question. All right, what's your quick question? Simply Linux. There's Rose. How's it going there? Greetings, free man. How are you? All right, should I wait for this quick question from Alien Truetail before we jump into the news? All right, I'm going to give you like about 30 seconds for that question to show up, and then I'm going to jump over to the news. Because we got a big show today. We have a ton of privacy news. I did split some out. We have a full section of privacy news. We have a full section of busy, and we have a full section of evil tech news. Bonus. Some of the evil tech news could have been under privacy, but privacy is already pretty large, and I don't know, maybe some of the privacy news might be able to go down to evil tech. I don't know. Hello, Q1 Fiend. The kitty says, hello, Q1 Fiend. How are you? I think the kitty has finally coughed up his hairball. I think. The last 4 vomits, I was actually able to get him to throw up in the bathtub so I can clean it much quicker. And the last one he just did, massive hairball, about the size of a kitty poo. And it was like, wow, that's a big hairball. That will explain the kitty throwing up a lot. So I think it's out. So I don't know. Maybe the anti-hairball stuff was good. All right. Does Patrika and Russell Zoll ring a bell? Ring a bell, I'm guessing. No, I don't. I have not heard of those. Hello, Vince. Greetings to you. And Keith Richardson, hello to you. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into the privacy news. Let me go ahead and save my spot right there. Find my thing here. I think we're doing PIA again. I advertise PIA more because they actually have better payment methods for affiliates. So if you're noticing a disbalance between the various affiliates, that would be the reason why. Analog, hello to you. Thank you for that super chat, my friend. Always appreciate that. And the kitty says hello to you. And the kitty's like, God, that pays for my temptations. Right. All right. I'm going to find my privacy section and cough one more time, and then we will get... All right. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the Privacy Edition. These are recorded live Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to help support the channel, have a look at my affiliates. I have a whole lot of those listed in the affiliates page on my website, but you can check out private internet access here if you are a person in need of a VPN. Maybe you travel around a lot to coffee shops. Maybe you need to get around some geo restrictions or some of the other purposes that a VPN would be helpful. Consider using my link, which is tlm.li/PIA. That is my own personal in-house link shortener. And so you can use this link. You can go over and for $40, you can buy a 1-year access to this. You can connect up to 5 different devices. And this thing is awesome in that it blocks out all of those different ad trackers and things like that that you really don't want. So even if you are looking for a good at-home, just at-home VPN, this is a good way to block those ad scripts without having to do anything else on your system. So definitely consider PIA, private internet access. With that, let's go and jump on into the news. And today, a senator proposes a mandatory labeling for products with microphones and cameras. This is a really good idea, although I think the last political poll suggested it has about an 8% or 3% chance of actually becoming a law. So great idea, but yeah, this will never see the light of day. So some people are like, well, what do you mean? Well, if you guys didn't know it, you have those Nest thermostats. If you were to open up the Nest thermostat and know what you're looking for, there's microphones in there. Did you know there's microphones inside your Nest thermostats? Google's like, well, you know, we accidentally didn't include them in the technical specs, and they've never been turned on. Yeah. But the reality is there is a lot of the devices, as we get more and more devices that are smart and are connected to networks, they have the implementation, the ability to put microphones and cameras inside of them. And that's kind of something you really need to know. I mean, consider just like Airbnbs. You're not allowed to have a camera in a bedroom or a bathroom. What if you inadvertently put something in there? You don't even know it has a camera in there. Even if you can't access it, somebody back at the corporate headquarters will be able to see and access that information. And so this is an interesting law in that it just wants to inform customers if there is a camera or a microphone inside of some device. Okay, according to GovTrack, this law has a 3% chance of actually becoming a law because nobody really wants to vote on it. There's too many corporate overlords out there that would rather shoot this thing down. So just keep in mind, anytime you buy smart stuff, it has the potential to be collecting more data than you think. So keep that in mind as you are purchasing random crap for your house. All right, Facebook, they want to bring the portal video chat to the workplaces. So Facebook actually has kind of like a LinkedIn type, businessy type thing. Well, they're now tying this into their new portal platform. And what they're doing here with the portal platform is they want to come in and basically have a means for you to collaborate and do all these types of things, share files, all the things like Skype would traditionally be used for. Well, Facebook wants in on that. That's terrifying. Like maybe that's the new the question that you have when you're applying for a job. You know, you're going in for the interview. You guys realize that when you interview for a job, you are interviewing them at the same time they're interviewing you. There's times you might interview for a job going, I don't want to be here. Okay, I was actually at one of those interviews. I was a candidate for a assistant professorship at West Virginia University, and after interviewing there, I was like, I don't really want to work here. And so I chose to go and teach at another school instead. But you know, one of these interview questions: do you tie everybody into Facebook and force them into so doing? So that's a good interview question that you might want to have. Are they tying into Facebook? All right. Linksys has new mesh router networks that can detect motion using Wi-Fi signals. Oh, man. This is interesting. This is very interesting. So what's going on with this guy here is Linksys has a new mesh network. The idea here is to be able to trigger motion alarms to trigger in the event somebody goes through. Like, you can just imagine having cats. Your phone, there's motion going on. There's motion going on. There's motion going on. Cat, get away from the router, Of course, my cat, are fairly inert. They just sit in one spot most of the day. But, they might get up, walk in a circle or something, But Linksys now has these things that, based upon how, basically what happens is the signals go out and they come back, almost more like a sonar-y type effect. And they can detect this. Of course, it's going to cost you an extra $2.99 per month or $24.99 annually. Yay! Upsell the subscription services. Let's go more into bankruptcy. So our routers can beep our smartphones when there's motion detected inside of our house. Yeah, I'm not sure. So here you can see a plot. Oh, there's motion detection. Apparently this thing picks up motion pretty well. I wonder how well it does impact your pets and things like that. That's definitely a factor to be concerned with here. So it will notify your Android or iOS app, and then you can control various aspects, such as turning it off, changing the frequency functions. This, by the way, allows Linksys to collect the data about the motion going on, because guess what? All this stuff pings right through their corporate servers and is potentially stored. There is one system on the market today that can support that, and that is the Veltrip Tri-Band AC2200, which you can actually get to the store right now, but they're saying that other things will happen. Oh boy, onto the bird. You guys know that I am not a huge fan of Twitter. I have it for this, and guys, I have to swallow the bullet, and I am going to attempt to create a Twitter account for my writing project. The reason is, when you're doing something like that for all the normies out there, I have to have some normal way for people in that community to find me. And it's either Facebook or Twitter. And I think Twitter is definitely the lesser of the two evils. But as you know, when you create Twitter without giving them a phone number, they try and immediately lock down your account. Be like, you seem to be locking down as a scammer. You need to give us your phone number. Well, they were taking all these phone numbers for security and passing it all under ads. And so all this stuff was being leaked out to advertisers. So I'm wondering if they're going to be that crazy about it when I try and create the next Twitter account. I don't know. We'll kind of see what's going to happen with that. But if you had a phone number attached to Twitter or even the email address, then what would happen is when, they're forcing you to attach all these things basically to, quote, prove you're not a scammer. I don't know why that proves you're not a scammer. If they do insist on that, I'm just going to create a Google voice number, send the data over to it, collect the thing, and then close the thing back down because I don't really need it. So, that being said, we recently discovered you provided an email address or phone number for safety or security purposes. For example, two-factor authentication. This data may have inadvertently been used for advertising purposes. Yeah, right. We believe you. We believe it was inadvertently. No, it was totally intentionally, actually. They just don't want to admit that. It's like, no, we were caught. We're asking forgiveness because it's easier to ask forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. So, that's kind of what Twitter was up to. Tailored Audiences is a version of industry standard product that allows advertisers to target ads to customers based on advertisers' own marketing lists, email addresses, or phone numbers they have compiled. Okay, here's a law for you senators. Give us an ability to completely, make those companies completely illegal without explicit opt-in. Not tied to the bottom of page 37 of the privacy condition for some third party, but actual opt-in. I don't want some advertising company to have that data. Make it happen. Yeah, I just asked Congress to do something. I think we have a better chance of a unicorn flying through my office window right now, don't we? Yeah. Anyway, speaking of unicorns, hey Alexa, order unicorn meat. Confirm. All right. Somebody actually sent me a nasty email about me saying that. So, order unicorn meat. Confirm. Yeah, we're going to say it again. All right. We cannot say with certainty how many people were impacted. Everyone. Excuse me. But in an effort to be transparent. Yeah, right. In fact, this is funny. They said in an effort to be transparent, and then they were asked a question about this, and they said, we don't have a comment. What? Anyway. But that's what Twitter's up to. So let's all give Twitter the bird, shall we? All right. Private Medicare plan Devoted Health says it is the first to cover Apple Watch as a benefit. Interesting. Guys, haven't I been talking about the dangers of these internet connected smartwatches and health trackers and tying them into health insurance companies? Oh joy, Devoted Health, they're now giving you money or at least a discount if you buy an app. And it does turn out, I think it was Verge or Ars Technica. I read a few versions of this article. I don't think this one includes it, but one of those two articles, either Verge or Ars Technica, they went back and commented, and it turns out that in addition to Devoted Health, which is a Medicare-specific plan, Apple actually has deals with Atnia and which is CVS owned, and I think the number 2. So basically, the 2 top insurance plans in America, Apple has some backdoor dealings with. Think about that if you have an Apple Fitness device attached to your wrist. And no, I'm not wearing an Apple Fitness device. So with all of that, this is kind of frightening that now they're basically giving you discounts or stipends to purchase one of these devices for a company that they have a backdoor deal with. Beware, be very aware that these companies are going to seek to collect every bit of data they can about us. We have to recognize that, and we have to slow down and stop putting our health data in the cloud. Stop giving it to Apple, stop giving it to Fitbit, stop giving it to all of these companies that are collecting stuff. Don't do it. They now have backdoor deals with health insurance companies. This is a bad thing. Those health insurance companies are going to start jacking up your rates or denying claims on the data that device gives to them. Beware. Do not use any type of health fitness thing that connects to an internet device outside of very rare cases. And on to our feature story for today. Ring has made it ridiculously easy to surround your house with smart lights and cameras. Guys, if you read 1984, you know that the telescreen is about in every area of everybody's houses. So at any given moment, Winston says, they may be watching you. You never know if they are or not, and so this causes you to behave anytime there's a telescreen around you. The Ring devices are the things that we know. They had some backdoor deals with police departments. We know that when on test projects, when you were dialing 911, it might turn on all these different cameras. That you agreed to that probably in page 87 in the privacy policy and terms of conditions, whatever that happens to be. So the idea here is that these new Ring network cameras are going to be all over the place. Very interesting places. In fact, if you read 1984, you know that Winston crammed himself in this one little spot on his chair, backed up intentionally so he could write in this little journal so that nobody could see what he was doing on his telescreen. Very few places that you could go where you were not seen by that. And that is exactly what Amazon is creating. And guys, I got news for you. 1984 is not where it is. This is Brave New World. We are accepting this stuff. We need to stop putting this crap into our houses. Stop it. Stop it. So, with that, let's have a look at this. So this guy here does not require any wires. It is uses a large battery pack type thing, I guess. Connects everything wirelessly. So that's this one. This is a stick-up cam. Looks like a single star nut here. Although what's interesting about this picture is this actually looks like it's kind of like proprietary star screw. Yeah, you can pick them up. It's just not everyone has one of those laying around. This is a cam battery, $179. And then we got, the smart lighting. You can put this little Ring device here inside your garden, and it gives you a little bit of a lamp with a telescreen eye right there. Dun, dun, dun. And then we got, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these things will start recharging themselves on solar, but this is a built-in motion sensor. Oh, joy. Oh, here we go. Smart Ring lighting bridge necessary to control lights and the internet lights to the internet and control them with the app. Yeah, because we need our house lights on the internet. Great. The peephole cam. Yes, the Ring peephole cam. You got a little peephole there on your house. You can attach this bad boy and have a Ring peephole. Someone tries to come and knock on the door, you can watch them from your app. Yeah, maybe you can even talk to them. Ooh, it's exciting. Here's a more traditional one. You can still look through the peephole when the door cam is installed or block the view with a privacy shield. You know, those holes that are on your house, people can't really look through them the other way. Just an FYI. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, the Telescreen Invasion is coming, and we are willingly putting this crap into our houses, people. And we need to stop willingly putting this crap into our houses. Slow down a little bit. Let's not put the perpetually connected, always on, internet-ready Amazon smart devices all over our houses. This is a bad thing. We do not want to put these things all over your houses. At any point in time, anybody may be watching. Whether that's intentional or not intentional. Bad idea. Slow down, push pause. Let me know your thoughts to all these stories in the comments down below. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. 1 down, 2 to go. Hey, Mavis Games is on. Greetings there. Mavis Games is my actual brother. You can go check out his channel usually in the afternoon. He's streaming over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mavis Games, and he's building a video game over there. And if it supports Linux, I'll feature it when it launches. If it doesn't, get with the program! Anyway. All right, let's see. Good night, mates. Hello, Anarita. Hello to you. Been really sick lately. It's been a pain. Yeah, well, get well, man. Get well. Facebook can spy on your workplaces and steal your ideas. That's right. That's right. Echolocation. Echolocation. Want an echolocation, kitty? He's like, meow. Let's see. Made it here on time, sorta. Hello, Ron. Greetings. If you came in late, don't worry. We got 2 whole sections to go yet. We have a full business section and a full evil tech section today. Why would I want to start motion detecting my house with a router? Yeah, you know, detect if somebody's in there. I'd rather have a camera in the house than a motion detector. It's like, I think a motion detector is fairly useless. You know, maybe put it in there. You can tell if your kids got out of bed in the middle of the night. I don't know. Goes well to your smart TV, smart speakers, smart microwave, and smart toilet. That's right. Don't forget your smart oven, man. Your smart oven that's going to burn your house down. Come on. Why use Twitter? Yeah, just use RSS news feeds. It's for all the normies that want to interact with you, because when you're trying to do the project that I'm working on, I have to have at least one of those normal accounts. Link to Microsoft account, which keep alive by going on and deleting all mail. There you go. I just asked Congress to do something. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm still getting you a stuffed unicorn for Christmas. Oh, Lord. Apparently, guys, I'm going to get a stuffed unicorn for Christmas because that's my brother and he will probably do it. Oh, Lordy. Oh, boy. All right. Apparently, we're getting a stuffed unicorn around here. Be looking for the stuffed unicorn around January. I don't want anyone to know what I'm looking for. Just make sure it's creepy or something. Like, give me a creepy stuffed unicorn. If it's cutesy, I don't know. I might shoot it. I don't know. All right. Exactly. I don't want anyone to know I'm looking for Victoria's Secret for the wife, especially when my mother-in-law comes to visit. Yeah. We're the government. We're here to help. Trust us. Yeah, right. Yeah. First live stream caught in a while. Well, hello, Start the Rebellion. Greetings. Welcome back. If you're going to leave your Alexa on while listening to Tom's stream, then you've got something coming. Literally unicorn meat. That's right. That's right. You're going to get some unicorn meat. Oh, boy. And contact Senator Rent Scott and get some laws changed. Yeah. Hey, if you can make something happen, man, make it happen. Anthony Burgess wrote 1985, a sequel in 1984 like Orwell's book better since the dystopian Panopticon storyline was just juxtaposed against a touching love story. Wow. 1984 telescreens were only held in government offices and officials' homes. Just saying, this is worse. I believe it was everybody's homes. Winston wasn't an official. I mean, he was an employee, but he wasn't an official. But I could stand to be corrected. Maybe I need to read through it again. I believe they were everywhere, though. To behave when there is a camera, nah, just scratch the butt when you need to be there. Just don't leave your camera laying around when Mavis Games is around. You will be surprised when you pick it up and look at your photos. Just saying, just saying. Brave new world indeed. Digital dopamine. Yes, yes, indeed. IoT. Right, kitty? He's like, dude, don't mock me. Wrong to people who understand technology the most are the ones who are skeptical of its uses. Yep. Yep, indeed. More stuff for you to hack. All right, there you go. Okay. Mr. Rich, how's it going there? Best way to find hidden cameras and mics, in my opinion, is to get a crackhead on a leash. Not only will you be locked out there, there'll be a single service without holes tapped towards tinfoil. That's right. I should. One of my teachers is a network security engineer at Oak Ridge Lab. During the day, he doesn't allow any smart devices on the network because of security risks. Nice. But has a full-on smart home. That's cool. Are you in Oak Ridge? I was up doing presentations in Oak Ridge about 5 years ago. Interesting. Oh, it'll stop you from getting shot in the eye by a cliche hitman. There you go. Yeah. 1984. Never saw that humble drug addict. Yeah. Smart tech needs to die. Ethics is what we need to go back to doing. Yeah, what ethics? Make my company good money selling remote control drapes. I featured on my show last week why remote control drapes don't necessarily need those. Hello, Country Fried. How's it going there? If you would install Linux on your car, would you choose Arch, Gen 2, or LFS? Installing Linux on my car, I would go Gen 2. The reason is once you get it up and running right, it should be the best option for you. But I'm open to ideas on that. Linksys router sensing motion, echolocation. Yeah, I gotta have a computer screen in your fridge. That's right. Smart toilet needs to come with a smart plunger. Nah, it just beeps your phone when it overflows. Ding, you got poop on the floor. What? All right. Hello, Penguin Revolution. Why should I install all this smart crap in my house? All it does is spy on me. I put a physical switch on my laptop camera so they. He doesn't see me. I don't know. I don't keep smart tech in my house. It's closest thing I have is this smartphone, and it's pretty locked down. I don't really use it for anything more than making phone calls and text messages, you know. Unicorn toy that when you squeeze it, it bares its teeth. Nice! That's the one I want! Make him open the present on a live stream. No, he can't do that. My mother doesn't know I live stream. We want to keep it that way as long as possible. Unicorn meat must taste like chicken. There you go. Iborg, interesting movie. Us humans have forgotten ethics. Yeah, I don't know if we ever really had it, you know. Like, I went to college at a time you actually didn't have to take ethics courses. The first ethics course we had to do was bioethics in graduate school. And I remember we were doing bioethics in graduate school, and they were showing us some of the PETA video that PETA went in and broke into a lab and stole a bunch of video, and it actually caused one of the people in our class to throw up or something. It was an interesting day in bioethics, but, you know, bioethics. Should the professor show this type of video? Interesting. But, you know, just ask, does unicorn meat taste like fruit? I don't know. Poop on the floor. Beep, beep. Private smart homes exist. You must have to start up Zigbee or Z-Wave server that has no access to the internet. Yeah, if you were to do a smart home right, you do it in such a way that it is not accessible on an internet, which you could actually do on, like, I could do something like that on pfSense with a different subnet. You know, you could just create a separate subnet that has no access to the internet functions, and you could actually do a smart home like that. I mean, you can just access things just when you're home, not through the internet. Later, Ken. Smart device is my wife, according to her. There you go. There you go. That's right. All right. Are we ready to dive on into the next section, which is our corporatocracy news? Let me go ahead and do this. Oh, Mabus Games, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. Welcome back to Switch to Linux. This is the business edition of the weekly news roundup. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to join us live, you can help support this channel by having a look at all of our various affiliates. Of course, if you use Amazon, you can go ahead and use our Amazon affiliate link. We have several web hostings, a couple VPNs, and some podcasting statistics stuff there. If you want to give any of those a try, go for that. So let's go ahead and dive on into the news. However, the first is a public service announcement given to us by the FBI. High-impact ransomware attacks threaten the U.S. businesses and organizations. Thanks, FBI. We didn't know this. Of course, if you follow my channel, you know this because we've been talking about it for a while, but apparently if you're the rest of the world, apparently you don't know this. Do actual businesses look at FBI notices, though? I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, yes, guys, please make redundant, off-site, offline backups of everything, primarily if you're a big business or a school or a hospital or a government agency, so that when you get hit by the ransomware, your IT guy can bring it back up. And for God's sake, people, do not click the links inside your emails. Don't click the links inside your emails, people. Don't do it. Don't do it at all. Basically, what they're saying here is a PSA about ransomware. So how does it infect its victims? Email phishing campaigns, i.e. clicking links inside of scary emails. Remote desktop protocol vulnerabilities, i.e. don't have those on your computer if you don't have to. And software vulnerabilities. They can take advantage of security weaknesses in widely used software programs. Hey, use Linux. Everything's not as widely used, which is probably good. If my system is infected, should I pay the ransom or should I contact the FBI? The FBI does not advocate paying the ransom. Of course, that's what the insurance companies are doing, aiding and abetting the terrorists by paying the ransom for the malware that is affecting the hospitals and the cities and the schools. Oh, Lordy. Oh, boy. Don't do that, people. Don't do that. You know, it does not guarantee an organization will gain access. In some cases, victim who paid the ransom were never provided with decryption keys. In addition, due to flaws in the encryption algorithm, a certain malware variants, victims may not require some or all of their data, even with a valid decryption key. Paying ransoms emboldens the criminals to target other organizations. Regardless of whether you or your organization have decided to pay the ransom, the FBI urges you to report the ransomware incident to law enforcement. Doing so provides investigators with critical information they need to probably not do anything. Just saying, I have reported more than enough bad stuff to proper authorities to have nothing ever done in every case. So, you know, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in my government to take care of me, but, you know, cyber defense best practices. Regularly back up your data and verify integrity. This is why I do not use automated backup systems. I always do things manually. In fact, I lost some stuff because I was automating some things and it didn't back up right and I didn't know it. I've actually taken control of people's websites where they're like, hey, we need you to maintain our website. And I'm looking at like, we need a backup solution. We got a backup solution. Yeah, you got 90 backups in here and none of them are valid. These are useless. We need a better backup strategy. But, I verified them. They're not working. Anyway, focus on awareness and training. Patch operating system, software, and firmware. Ensure antivirus and malware solutions are set to automatically update. Implement the least privilege for file directory and network share permissions, i.e. switch to Linux, people. The reason Linux is more secure is not just because of its obscurity. It separates the same main administrative functions from the regular system, unless you are foolish enough to be using your computer as root. which you should not be doing. Disable macro scripts from Office files. Implement software restriction policies. Employ best practices. Implement application whitelisting. Use virtualized environments. Categorize data based on organizational value. And require user interaction for end user applications. Very good tips from the FBI. Definitely consider those. All right. Apparently, we are unable to connect to the ad, but that's okay. I didn't want to see the ad anyway. Uber now has a way that you can bring your furry friend along. Uber Pet will make it easier to ride with your furry friend. What if I have a giant lizard that I'm carrying around? It's not furry. Can I still use this? Hey, excuse me, Uber driver. Can I bring my 4-foot iguana into your car, please? Anyway, so now they have a new feature where you can pay a little bit extra, $3 to $5 extra to have a ride with your pet. So they're finding more ways to milk us more with more money. I'm not sure how much more that goes to the drivers. Of course, of note, because of the laws, etc., this does not apply to service animals, which are always free. So keep that in mind. 2 stories from Ars Technica, both regarding the ISP industry. Your tasks, let me know in the comments down below which one of these is worse and scummier. Comcast incorrectly charges 2,000 customers for exceeding a data cap. This kind of goes back to, there was a guy who was getting this data cap notice, and he's like, dude, this is not right. So he actually went through and completely unplugged his modem for an entire day, plugged it back in, checked his data usage, and it still was showing he's using gigabytes of data. He calls up the company, he's like, yeah, I know it wasn't me because my entire modem was unplugged. And they're like, well, our systems detected it was. So, and so with all of that being said, he ended up having to pay the bill, I believe. I think there might have been a loss in the middle or whatever. Well, it turns out that, yeah, all their meter readings for their data meter readings were not reporting correctly. So over 2,000 customers were charged inappropriately for data caps for using their Comcast. Makes you wonder, you know, you're putting in these things. I wonder if Comcast is just going to start injecting, you know, autoplay 4K video ads into everything just to push up your numbers. I mean, that'd be exciting, wouldn't it? Hey, let's just mess with everybody's thing. And guys, that's the biggest reason people are running ad blocks these days. All these websites whining about ad blocker, ad blocker, ad blocker. You know what? Stop playing auto-playing HD video ads and I might turn off my ad blocker. There's a thought. All right, there's one ISP story. Here's your other one. AT&T raises prices by 7% by making its customers pay AT&T's property taxes. By the way, this is a fee tacked on after locking the contract, the customer into the contract. So you have the contract, and technically, guys, remember I was talking about this last week, I think, with Comcast. I had this little notice like, hey, call Comcast, whatever. Really was a scam from Comcast to try and upgrade people into who have an internet-only service to get them to also get the streaming service too. So it's like, oh, no TV, but their streaming service, you still pay the fees, and so they might lock you in for the rate of the actual service, but their fees aren't part of that, and so they could jack those around anytime they want to. You come back and, well, it's part of the terms and conditions. I'm like, no, I'm not interested in your streaming crap, even if it saves me $3 now. So, you know, I keep on paying that crappy stuff. Didn't really want to go through the retention program to see if they'd give me another deal or not. I don't know. Hey, every bit of my internet's a tax write-off anyway, so I'm just paying the government less for the money that I make. So, oh well. Anyway, with all that being said, AT&T, they will lock the customer into the contract, but they add this onto the fee. So despite you have a locked-in contract, your rate is still going up because now they're charging the fee from 3% to 7%. Yay, scummy AT&T. But hey, the FCC is an AT&T. Actually, he was a Verizon lawyer, wasn't he? But he's in the back pocket of all these guys, and nobody really cares in our government, which is yet another reason why I have no ability no confidence in my government to get anything actually done. So anyway, Scott Phillips, small business called Valley View Media in Santa Clara, California, signed up for AT&T fiber internet service and a block of static IP addresses, agreeing to an all-in price of $95 a month. In his order summary, what he shared with us specifically says a $95 ongoing monthly price includes taxes and fees. Document makes no mention of property taxes. When he got his first bill, which he also shared, it contains this notice. Effective October 1st, there will be an increase in AT&T cost assessment charge to use to recover AT&T property taxes. The monthly rate will be charged from 2.9% to 7%. AT&T, pay your own stupid taxes, you morons! What is this insanity? Do we really have to get in here and start paying your property taxes? It's a business expense. Don't be passing on to the customers, especially if it wasn't in your bills. For the love, AT&T. For the love. AT&T, go burn in this stuff right here. That's what I'm telling you right now. What do you guys think? So which one of those two ISP companies is the slimier of the companies? I don't know. I'm kind of going with AT&T, but let me know what you guys think. All right, on to our feature story for the day. Adobe is cutting off all users in Venezuela due to U.S. sanctions. So yeah, if you had Adobe, if you had like CS4 or CS5, bought the software, you own the software, hey, the software's still going to continue to work. You may even be able to install it on your computer. But Adobe doesn't sell software like that anymore. Your computer has to constantly be able to connect itself to the internet to verify itself and validate itself. So you have to pay out the subscription fees. So yay, subscription fees for everything, because Adobe's like, we got the market cornered, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Well, United States government kind of put some sanctions on Venezuela, and Adobe's like, sorry guys, we just can't service your country anymore. And so all those connections are being cut off. Now, the original stories, they were saying, sorry, we're not going to give you any refunds anymore because the refund policy is also against, we can't do that in the sanctions, whatever else. They've backtailed on that. So now, as of right now, when we're doing this story, you have until the 28th to download your content, and you will receive a refund for unused time. And so with that, but sorry, so all you people listening from Venezuela, please switch to Linux. We have Inkscape, which is a perfect replacement for Illustrator. We have GIMP and Krita, which can replace Photoshop just as fine. We have Blender for all your 3D stuff. We got a pile of different things for Dreamweaver. There's other things you can get along without the Adobe software, which, by the way, most of those packages you can use on Windows systems as well if you want to keep using those, but switch to Linux anyway. It's going to be better for you. Trust me. You don't want Microsoft to stop supporting everything because of the same thing, because I got news for you. If what Adobe here is doing is actually technically the law, I'm sorry, but Apple and Microsoft will not be far behind them. So download some Linux distributions and get yourself ready for the storm that's coming. So with that being said, though, this is a reason why I don't put any stock in any of these cloud companies, any of these subscription companies, because they can pull it at any given moment. And we don't want to be pulling it at any given moment. This is insanity. People, start using free and open source software, or at least look for other sources. Now, there's a channel I talked about here before. I believe it's called J. Christina, where he has actually a whole series of videos that's a playlist of videos that's, I think it's called Life After Adobe, I think, where he is actually a full-fledged professional graphic artist who built a lot of his business on Adobe products and recognized that this would be a problem. So he went through this huge task of evaluating every piece of software, and he has a giant video playlist on his channel about all the different options available for replacement. And he uses, I think he still uses Windows systems, I think. I don't know. He's either on Windows or Mac. I don't think he's on Linux. And he didn't go with the all-free FOSS softwares. He went with some paid options on different things. But definitely check out his channel, particularly that playlist. So it's J. Christina is the guy's channel. So that is kind of the case. So let me know your thoughts on all these in the comments down below. All right. I'm not sure if the video's caught up to where I am yet, but yes, as of now, Adobe is refunding unused portions. What if it's the alarm clock, the calendar, and the remainder? Remainder or the reminder? I mean, there's a difference between being a remainder and a reminder. I mean, really. If I were to get a Samsung refrigerator, can I install Linux on it? I don't know, but apparently you can tweet from it. Cat reminds me when garbage needs to be taken out because she brings a fish bone to us. Uh-oh. Hey, at least my cats are well enough trained to stay out of the trash can, right, kitty? Yeah. You've never gone digging in the trash, have you? My cats are well trained. The FBI watches your show. That's all right. FBI watches my house, probably. Hey man, far before I got into all of this kind of stuff, I was pretty sure the FBI was already watching me because I was doing the software sales, for that company in Texas, and so there I am making hour-long phone conversations with professors all over the country. Most of them were, visa workers and things like that. So I'm definitely scooped up in that NSA stuff. Now and then I reply to spam mail. I accidentally click a link and have a mini heart attack. Uh-oh. No, you should be using Telnet. Mr. Rich B.O.B., that sounds like my father's computer before using Tom's host file, although he did have a heart attack, but oh boy. Hope he got better anyway. Yeah, I did not get to Adobe yet. The title of the things is always the last story. All right. Spam mail now is automated. Well, if you reply, it knows that he's was sent to a real email. Yeah. What if you have a friend that's furry? I don't know. Unlimited internet plan because there's no reason to pay extra costs for over bandwidth. Yep. Gotta have ad blocker when on YouTube. Yep. Reminds me of grandmother's water meter was buried under a foot of dirt a long time. How they know if she was using 60 or 90 gallons of water a month. Yeah. You need a service unicorn to ride with Ubers. That's right. I need me a service unicorn. AT&T is the devil. Ouch, reporters. Sorry. Sorry, Anna Rita. Neighbors must be thinking the gay couple are watching their screaming guy. Yeah. Blessing in disguise for Foss. Yeah. Hello, Jeff Hope. Thank you, man. Hey, always appreciate super chats. Thanks for the channel. Well, you are welcome. Thanks for your support of the channel. Sometimes I'm lazy and get the headphones. Well, too many of my creators stream on Friday night. Thought you were done. Nope, not yet. I got one more section yet. We got evil tech yet. Only had a dog it could train to get me the headphones when you're feeling lazy. Yep. Close my Capital One account? That is entirely up to you, man. Tube just notified me that STL is live. Yes! Notifications are working, kind of. That's why I keep a regular schedule. Long-time Linux user. Recommend Dissenter web browser for privacy. Yeah, I have that on my Arch system right now. Thank you again for that super chat, Jeff. Had to step away. You're back now. All right. Catching up on politics and the news, and I heard about this fiasco about some White House whistleblowers. Let me guess. A third anonymous whistleblower that didn't actually hear any phone conversation was reporting on what the first guy said, the second guy said, the third guy said he heard? Is that where we're at now? I don't know. I said about foreign nationals remind me when someone at the Oak Ridge lab undergoes the process for security clearance. They have to show if they have ever worked. For national, a big percentage of lab workers are people from many countries. Now telling people on the site with very small black discrete banner. No more than 15 pixels wide and small. Yep. Capital One. Oh wait, what did Capital One do? Was it another data leak or something? Think about the freedom dividend. What is the freedom dividend? If I have heard of that, I have not heard of it by that name. Expound. What is the freedom dividend? Regular schedule is good for you. Yep. I like the regular schedule. Inner and outie parter had telescreens. Proles did not. Okay. Okay, they increase the banner size to be the page length wide on the good. Is that, yeah, I don't know which banner ad you're talking about there. I don't know. All right, let's jump into our evil tech. I'm going to redo the affiliates advertiser slight banner just because we're recording it for a later release. Tom, we've been. It was atrocious. I don't know. Steven Anderson, thank you very much for that super chat, Steve. Glad to be part of the Linux community. Awesome. Well, you're doomed. They stayed silent for so long. Yeah, I don't. I'll have to look into what that is. Like I said, if I've heard about it, I've heard about it by a different name, but I actually don't sit there and dwell on political news. If it was political, I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into our evil tech, and then we will come back. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you guys did not see, I did a talk about the Joker movie on my other channel. It is in. You can grab the link from it in my community tab. Also, because of that, I have my book, I Am Not Amused, which is my book on media entertainment, is on sale until October 23rd. So for about another week and a half, I Am Not Amused is on sale just through me directly and through through Amazon. I can't push a sale price out that quickly everywhere else. So just an FYI, and I'll pull up information. Someone remind me, I'll pull up information for that later on here. I'm going to jump into this before I lose, and then I will, before I lose my place here, and then I'm going to go ahead and catch up on the comments afterwards. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the Evil Tech Edition, and these are recorded live Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to catch along. So you can help support the channel. Have a look at switchedtolinux.com/affiliates. Link for that is in the description down below. You can use my Amazon link if you ever buy anything on Amazon. That will help support this channel. We have a few web hosting companies if you need one of those, VPN podcasting, and I'm open to other suggestions and ideas for affiliates. If you guys know of a service that I should add to this, just go ahead and let me know. So let's go ahead and dive on into the evil tech. So, pedestrian detection systems do not work very well. The AAA finds, AAA, AAA, the AAA finds. No, the AA is when you really hit somebody bad. The AAA, you know. But AAA basically did a study looking at all of the varieties of these new safety features, these finagled safety features. You're driving down the road and your car will suddenly slam on the brakes because some sensor went crazy and cause a 5-car pileup or something because your car went insane. This is why I don't want this kind of stuff. But anyway, they tested Chevrolet Malibu, Honda Accord, Tesla Model 3, and Toyota Camry. And what they found is that the pedestrian testing systems don't actually work very well. And as soon as we started adding all of this automation, which is supposed to make things easier, it actually increased the pedestrian injured rates by up to 35%. Now, there is probably, if you're looking at over the last decade, this is also the time when the smartphone zombie revolution occurred. So the zombie apocalypse started to happen when everyone's walking on the street doing this. So I'm not actually surprised if pedestrian injuries went up. And I'd want to see that study to know for sure if the remote systems here are doing it. But, I mean, we know the Tesla one doesn't work, right? Because it did plow somebody down and kill them. But, you know, that being said, apparently none of these automated systems actually work super well. And so with all of that being said, we're putting all this stuff into these cars. It's supposed to make things safer. And anytime you start adding technology, you start reducing our ability to cognitively function the equipment. In fact, I have a friend going through HVAC training right now, and he comes over on Thursday. And he's like, "Oh, they had me in this seminar, and you know, there's this new company released this new HVAC device, and you know, it has all these AI features, and you set it all up." And he's like, okay, he says, "I see two problems with this. Number one, it's infinitely more complicated to set up. Number two, when the internet goes out, the whole thing will stop working. Not good for an HVAC system. And number three, we lose the ability as service technicians to actually understand the functions of how to actually make everything work." Well, put this same concept in a vehicle. And when people think they can pay attention less, we find people sleeping in their Teslas driving around down the interstate because their car is taken over and autopilot is doing its thing. And this is kind of a problem. So yeah, these new devices, they are causing more problems than good. Who got run over again and again. AAB systems with pedestrian detection are less common. Usually use a car's onboard camera system and computer vision algorithms to detect bipeds in the field of view. They monitor and see if and when they're about to intersect with the vehicle's forward motion, although you could get fancy and plunge a real car into a VR environment and test out such a function. More common to have crash test dummies that can move into the path of an oncoming vehicle, which is what they did. So the testing was carried out. Basically, they found that it did not actually work very well. So let's see, separation distance, average impact speed. So, yeah. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, apparently that one didn't work. Poor crash test dummy. He got annihilated there, didn't he? So, just be aware of that. All these new smart card features are not actually helping. Probably more hurting us more than anything. All right, cheap smartphones have a disturbing secret. I don't know if this is really necessarily news. And Fast Company apparently is a very disruptive website. Look at those auto-playing crap on the side. All right, let's pause you so you can stop flashing over the screen. All right, so this is you go into the store and you can pick yourself up. A cheap smartphone, and I've picked a couple of these up to do like the Facebook experiments and things like that. They're pretty cheap. You can get them too if you want to get a cheap MP3 player with more screen functions. You could do something like that. But the problem with these phones is they are so locked down and so full of ad programs and things. These things are security and privacy nightmares. They are horrible to use. So definite recommendation, spend a little bit more money, get a phone that's not completely locked down like this. And basically what they're saying is $17 sounds like a great deal, but the low-cost smartphones are privacy nightmares. According to analysis by Privacy International, $17 smartphone called My Phone, which was launched in December 2017, has a host of privacy problems that make its owner vulnerable to hackers and data-hungry tech companies. I didn't really think this is news because this is kind of stuff we knew. This is a Philippines-based phone, but in reality, you know that's going on with the cheap smartphones that you can pick up at the stores. Go to Walmart, pick one of those guys up if you have some spare cash, play with it a little bit, and you'll realize how bad those things actually are for your security and your privacy. All right, on to our feature story for the night. So this is a useless police robot, fails to call for help when needed. So this is a police security robot doing its kind of thing. Look at this thing. They decked this guy out to even kind of look like a police force thing. It's going around. So there was an emergency. Apparently it was like a mugging or a fight or something had occurred and somebody was severely injured. So somebody sees this police robot. So they run up to the police robot. On the front of this thing, there's a press for emergency button. So someone comes up and pushes the emergency button. The robot said, "Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way." I think they have the robot exact quote in here somewhere. So it says the police in it. So it's definitely a police. So it's, oh Lord, it's called RoboCop. It's like HP RoboCop or something. And so the fight actually breaks out. Where's the actual part? Anyway, I thought the article actually had the exact quote, but fight breaks out. They desperately need help. They go up. They push the call for help button on the robot. The only thing that the thing was doing is it kept on warning them to get out of its way. It's impeding its duty. And then the robot just continues to go on its own way, doing its whatever it happened to be doing. Meanwhile, the person is sitting there bleeding on the side of the pavement. They finally end up calling 911 traditionally with a phone. I don't know why they didn't try that the first time, but they did. And about 15 minutes later, actual police show up. So apparently all of these robotic overlords that they're sending us to be absolutely amazing for the whole world are basically effectively useless publicity stunts. And it is called the HP RoboCop, so that in and of itself is dangerous enough. I'd be afraid this thing might shoot me in the nards or something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff in the comments down below. All right, let's see. Thanks again for that super chat, Steven Anderson. Curious for LXLE, a new version came out a while ago. Might install it. Yeah, it's not bad. I like it better than LXQT. Okay, that's right. I was going to pull up some information on that. So let's go ahead and do that. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and drop 2 links here in the chat. One of these links is going to be for the Amazon book of I Am Not Amused, and the other one will be the one from my site as well. So these are on sale for about the next 2 weeks. And as soon as the sale is over, they will go back up to their regular retail price. But if you were looking to get that book, which is basically, it's about media entertainment. I did a lot of detailed work about what media entertainment means, things like this. It is written from a Christian perspective, so be aware of that. But you can pick up that book. It's on sale right now on Amazon, and sorry, I can't sell the. I can't sell it on Amazon for on Audible. I can't discount prices on Audible. Audible sets those, but I did set the print book and the ebook down lower. And if you are interested in the audiobook version is on sale on my primary website there, so you can find that there. All right. Evil Tech. Yeah, I wish I could do Evil Tech every week, but $1,000 a month given to all Americans from value-added fee on a business that switches to automation. Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay, so I've heard of that one. Okay, so we're calling that, what's the name of that one now? Freedom Dividend. Okay. My thoughts on that, that's a good question, because I thought about this just a little bit. One of the challenges they're trying to get us to is they're trying to get us kind of this point where they're trying to get to this universal basic income, because it's getting to the point where jobs are going to be lost. And we're going to have a big epidemic of homeless people, or jobless people, I should say. And so we need to do something. So the idea here is charging businesses that switch to automation. They're trying to make it less attractive to switch to the automation and collect money to pay people who are losing it. Overall, I'm split on the idea because the government is woefully incompetent when it comes to this. I am, for the most part, a capitalist person, but what we have going on in society right now is not capitalism. It is corporatocracy. And so I don't have a full opinion yet. I need to think more deeply about it. There's pros and cons overall, charging a lot of businesses. Okay, I need to also read up on the exact proposal because I've seen pieces here and there of different things. So giving $1,000 a month to people for, okay, this is where they're trying to get to universal basic income. So universal basic income, let me talk about that because I have put thought into that. I'm not convinced it's necessarily a bad thing. I'm not convinced it's a good thing either. I'm very neutral on it. There is a book out there called Einstein's Dreams. And you should definitely check out Einstein's Dreams. Let me find a link for that since I have Amazon up. All right, so this is by Alan Littman. So what this book does in Einstein's Dreams is he goes through different projections of what happened if time did this, what happened if time did that, what happened if time, like there's what if time ran backwards. You have like a Mork and Mindy situation. What happens if time went along, paused, went along, paused. One of these is what happened if time goes on forever. And this is just a fabulous philosophy novel. It's a fictional novel based on some basic philosophy. It really gets you thinking. So the story on nows versus laters. So if time goes on infinitely and we do not have finite lifespans, then the society would split into two groups of people. It'd split into a group of people called the nows and a group of people called the laters. The nows are people who they're the business owners, they're the doctors, they're the highly successful people, because they say with an infinite amount of time, we can be an infinite amount of things. We can try an infinite amount of things. We can have an infinite amount of experiences. The laters take the philosophy, the point that says with an infinite amount of time, there's no rush to jump into anything. And so what happens is they are the people that are just out and about. They're the people that are not really accomplishing much. They've never really gone to school because there's no need to go to school because you can always do that later. And so a society gets into a division. The same thing will happen if there's a universal basic income. Society will divide. Those people, like if you were giving me $1,000 universal basic income, I'm going to be using that money and furthering my business endeavors in other areas. I'm going to be investing that money into figuring out what I can do to get more money down the road. I'm going to make my life better with that money. There are people, if you give that to them, they're going to be lazy and they're going to sit on their butt and they're going to do nothing all day long. So the same type of thing is going to happen. What will happen if we have this universal basic income is we have a division among the people. You're going to have a lot of people are going to push ahead faster. A lot of people are going to fall into a bigger decline. And that's just what's going to happen. So but as far as the actual terminology and the actual plans and proposals, I haven't seen those exactly, but I kind of know a little bit about what you're doing. They're trying to make the concept of universal basic income attainable, though. That's what they're trying to do. Okay, so it's Andrew Yang's. Yeah, he is a Fruit Loop, by the way. His plans will never work. So his joke comes on DVD. I'm looking for it with Cody. All right. No reason to go to a theater anymore. Mavis, the Joker movie is actually worth going to the theater and seeing. It is absolutely incredible of a film. It is worth going. All right. Okay. Autopilot's still good. The driver needs to be awake and not sleeping. Yes. Terrible picture. Terrible rusty old audio. All right. Theater was like arcades. See the best picture with the best audio. Perfect environment. Arcades use the best pictures audio. Now mediocre. Yeah. $17 phone is just asking for it. We're on YouTube. How much worse can you get? Oh, far worse, man. Far worse. Looks like RoboCop threw a bag over his head. Police robot should be TARDIS shaped. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Hey, at least it didn't run them over. Only police robot I want to see is something like RoboCop. There you go. Looks like the robot from Star Wars, R2-D2, I think, yeah. Seeing RoboCop, why didn't the bad guys just shoot him in the mouth? Did he have fake durable skin or something? No, that was his real skin, you know. Just me, or does that look like a female hygiene product? Kinda. They can make a better looking robot, couldn't they? RoboCop look Telic. Anyone ever watch iRobot? Yes, that is a pretty good film. Actually, I'm reading iRobot right now. Well, I'm reading it on and off a little bit. Technically, I'm reading some D.L. Moody right this second, but yes, iRobot is an excellent book, by the way. Vote with our money. God is on vacation. I don't think God's on vacation. He's just patient. If God was not patient, he'd be wiping us out right now. This is why we need 5G everywhere. Silly R2 was lost. It's 10 with all permissions ticked on. I'm also torrenting without a VPN. I like to live dangerously. Nice. Gotta run. Thanks for the news. All right, man. See you later on. Robots are no better than creator. Mine, most of that money goes right back to the businesses that are paying it. Automation moved to more socialism. So automation itself, no. And the reason is because automation is a capitalist corporatocracy thing. The idea behind automation is to enrich the company as much as possible with putting as much outflow out. The problem is that a company's largest investment is its staff. And so if you can bring on an automation to automate a person's job, you can lay off, get rid of some of the highest things. So what's going to happen if all this occurs is we will have a world where the businesses own everything. This is why, like Lyft and Uber, these companies want to do away with car ownership. They do not want people to own cars. They're always railing against it. And then all the models of subscription services. You can subscribe to your car. You're now subscribing to your phones. You can subscribe to your movies. You can subscribe to your entertainment. You can subscribe to your furniture. All these types of things. So the idea behind the unified smart city is nobody owns anything. Everybody's just got to be paying for the services they want. Nobody has any ownership over anything in society. That's where they want, because then the companies control and own everything. It's not a socialist society, but then the businesses are going to get taxed by the government. The government will turn around and pay some of the things back to the people, who then turn around and it right on back to the companies. So basically, we become the ultimate cogs inside of wheels, tied into the matrix, as it were. That's really what the thing is. So automation is not directly socialism. Socialism itself would be when everything that we have, so like communism, everything we have is given to the government and then equally distributed. Socialism is we work really hard and get overly taxed. We can have a little tiny bit of stuff, but the government's going to control and pay out money to where it sees fit. So there's a little bit of a difference between them. Not enough money to go around for universal basic income, yeah. Actually going to raise everyone's taxes 2%, so how does that help anybody? Yeah. Oh, yeah, people talk about spending on booze and cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is you can't say they will, because you give me an extra $1,000 a month, I'm not going to be spending on booze and cigarettes. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I don't care if it's legal. I don't care if I got the money or not. I just don't do it. Yeah, that's my biggest problem with welfare. I think if you are on public assistance, I'm sorry, you should not be allowed to smoke. You should not be allowed to drink. You should not be allowed to do any drugs. Okay, if I got to go and do a drug test to get a job at Walmart, I should have to get a drug test to get free money from the government, because that's coming from my paycheck. In fact, I was at Walmart today, unfortunately, and the lady in front of me, not only was she using somebody else's WIC card, then she tried to buy some substance she wasn't old enough to buy, and then her friend, who I'm pretty sure her name was Karen, showed up. And she, in one of those little chairs, no less, it was wheelie chairs, the shopping carts. Well, I have my ID and I'm a lawyer, so you better give her that or I'm going to sue you. Like, shut up, Karen. She doesn't have, she's not of legal age to buy the things that she wants to buy. Like, go away. And so she finally leaves and goes and whines and complains to the manager. I'm just like, yeah, here's my 3 items. Thanks for holding up the line for 20 minutes. Here's my 3 items. Here's my cash. And by the way, she did use some very deep profanity at the cashier. And I'm like, no, you're not one of those, It's like, you know what? You're collecting, I'm paying for your groceries. You're welcome. Stop buying controlled substances. Okay? Stop. I know that's an unpopular argument, but looking at AI automation, urge to go full Amish has become quite strong. Hey, I'm with you. Hey, if you go full Amish, though, you can still use Sparky Linux. Come on. Not enough, even with everyone living, will barely move the needle. Yeah. Einstein, out of fear, created the most destructive force on Earth. Or ignorance. I mean, the thing is that when they were doing the Manhattan Project, nobody actually knew what they were doing. None of them knew what they were doing. $1,000 a month. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop working. It means I'm going to replace my 8-year-old pair of Walmart shoes. Amen to that. Amen to that. No amount of money will bring in Tom, me, and you will likely ever move the needle. Yeah. Taxes we pay is already exorbitant. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is exorbitant. It is better, and next year is going to be even better. Thank you, Trump. Increase the individual deduction, so we automatically pay a lot less taxes, and the individual mandate is now gone. Yes, good. And that was the one reason I voted him into office, and there it is. Yeah, and he did bad in other places, but, you know. Opinion, if people were immortal without external force, most likely society with two groups, the dead and the suicidal. They did address the suicidal in that book. They said some people would actually go and throw themselves off the bridge. Toward one world government, I don't doubt there have been things going on behind the scenes. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I know where Andrew Yang is. Yes, I've seen a lot of his stuff, yeah. But... money and religion is what is wrong with our world. Maybe. Joker, eh? Yes. I believe that you will like the Joker. Yeah, didn't think much of the new Joker until he saw the far left getting upset. Now you want to see it. Yeah. That's actually why I went to see it too. Microsoft will bring us next future technologies. Great. Send the robot to Philly. Oh no, don't send the robot to Philly, man. We want the robot to live. No, God's not on vacation. The thing is that we live in a sinful world, and we routinely reject his standards and his laws and his commandments. The fact of the matter is, if he wasn't patient, he'd have wiped us out a long time ago. But that time is coming. So get yourself right with him now, while the time is still here. Hello, Tom Silk. Greetings to you. Or Tom Slick. I'm sorry. Tom Silk. Hi. I transposed that L and that I, didn't I? Hello, Tom Slick. Greetings. UBI, Universal Basic Income. Yeah. Corporation, very real problem. 3/3. Yeah. $1,000 per year is a lot of used ThinkPads. Yeah. I am the brother with booze and cigarettes, but I'm not on public assistance. Yep. Hey, you're paying for them without public assistance. I got no problem with that. I just have a problem when I'm paying you money for food and you spend too much money on that stuff. That's where I have a problem. Not Karen. Oh, it was Karen. It was one of those moments I wish I was recording video. It was a glorious moment that just made me just laugh inside and go, yeah, there is still comedy in this world. Yes, if you want to see deep profanity, go watch Mabus Games, Twitch TV's, twitch.tv/Mabus Games. You will see some deep profanity. And if you donate to his channel, you will hear some dirty songs. Or subscribe to the channel. What is it? Donate, subscribe. What else? What else gets you a dirty song over there? My option, people on welfare should be on for a certain period of time and have rules. Yeah, I agree. Some point in time, you gotta, like, it's there as a security blanket. Not as a long-term strategy. Can't afford to buy your own food. You can't afford to drink, smoke, and do drugs. Yeah. And hey, I'm perfectly okay if you're already addicted to it. You get on it. You know what? That's fine. We're gonna pay for your counseling. You can go to counseling for free. We'll walk you through it. We'll get you off of those substances. But yeah. Andrew Yang is a cuckoo head. Yeah. People were smoking and drinking before they were poor. Yes. But once you have to start receiving government money, it's time to stop. It's not a necessity. Green gratitude says Trump 2020. All right. Addiction is a huge problem in society today. Yep. Cigarettes are taxed 90%, so it's literally burning money. Yeah. God does not count slackness as we do. He is patient, desires that all men should be saved. Yes, that is from 2 Peter chapter 3. Am I Louis Rossman? I'm not Louis Rossman. I watch Louis Rossman. 500 biddies. All right. 500 biddies at Mavis Games. If I'm going to degrade myself, I'm getting paid. Yeah. It was Karen. I should have said, excuse me, Karen? If you're a lawyer, you should know it would be against the law to buy a controlled substance for somebody else. Oh, God exists. God exists. Bring unions back with good paying jobs. I'm so on the fence on unions. I'm so on the fence. I'm not sure an old solution will solve a new world problem. And that's really, something needs to be done. I'm not sure it's unions because they're too often corrupt. Unions are just as corrupt as corporations. Temporarily for disability, that's just temporarily going towards rent, bills, and groceries. Glad to work again. Yeah, we need to get back into work. At least you're libertarian, yeah. Good night. She goes nighty-night. She says, where's CJ? CJ is right down here. Don't go yet. I'll show you CJ. There we go. There's CJ. Hello, kitty. Hello. Hello, kitty. Hello. Stretchy kitty. It's a stretchy kitty. Are you a stretchy kitty? You want to come up and say hi to peoples? Want to come up? You want to come up? We're getting close to the end of the stream. You're going to get fed soon. Come on. Come on up, buddy. Come on up. Come on. We'll go ahead and feed you. Where's my feed the kitty cam? There we are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah, we got cat. We got cat. Let's go ahead and feed this beast. Go on. Oh. He's like, I'm not letting that go. Right here, right here. It's over here, dummy. Are the finger licking good? That's it. That's 3. That's all you get. That's all you get. You don't ever get more than 3. You never get more than 3. Hey. But they're finger licking good, aren't they? Yes, they are. They're finger licking good. Yes. All right. Want to lay down? Want the cat pad? Here, have the cat pad. He took the cat pad. He's like, it's my cat pad, man. My cat pad. All right, let's see. No, I'm not the star of the show. I know that he's the star of the show. Some can be so self-righteous. Who, Karen? I don't know. CJ's adorable. Yes, he is. Aren't you? Aren't you? Are you done throwing up on me? Are you done? He totally killed my blanket the other day. Just wow, all over it. I'm like, oh, Lord. About time to wash that anyway. Cat makes you want chips? Uh-oh. Oh, there's plenty of proof that God exists. Nobody's ever talked to God. A lot of people have talked to God. All right. Challenge you to prove that there's no creator. By definition, you cannot know that. All the evidence points to the opposite. Thank you for that super chat, Simple Tech. CHA's daily exercise, jumping for treats. Yeah, that's right. Thumbs up for the cat. I also cannot prove that there is a creator. No, you cannot. Hebrews 11:3. It is by faith that we believe that all that has been created has been is here by what has been on everything. I did not say that right. It is by faith we believe that everything that is here was created by God. So, yeah, it is definitely not provable. You're right. That's why it's called faith. If I can find my comments, because the cat's mooning y'all. All right. Rather than my cat, she just stays under the bed. Yeah, not being able to talk to God doesn't affect religious people. Religion has been created by humans. No, religion may have been created by humans, but Christianity is a relationship with Jesus Christ, which is not a religion. But we can talk about that on my other channel. We're not gonna go there right now. All right. So, yeah, checking if it's breathing every now and again. Let's see if, is Toss on today? Is any, no. None of the friends of YouTube are on right now. Is anyone going on soon? Anyone going to be doing a live stream soon? There's one sets forth that all men know there is a creator because of the creation itself. Yes, that is true. Going gold and black. All right. CJ, thanks for muting us. I love it. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap up tonight. We'll be doing a live stream tomorrow. I don't know what topic yet, but I have a couple of ideas. Yeah, no STL raid. I don't see any friends of the channel that are on right now. But anyway, we'll go ahead and jump off for now. Thanks for coming along, everybody, and I'll get the if you missed any of this, we'll go ahead and release the first one there. Yeah, raid a random person. All right, let's see what kind of random person. That would be kind of fun, right? Rating some random guy, like, who's STL, you know? All right, let's see. If I scroll down far enough, I should be able to find a pile of lives, right? SC review. Salty Cracker's on. Y'all guys watch Salty Cracker? I like that guy. He's kind of fun. ESL Counter-Strike. I don't know who that is. That's all I see live right now. Salty Crackers. All right. Copy link location, copy link address. All right, here's Salty Crackers live stream. If you want to go to Salty Crackers live stream, go on over there and say STL raid. see what would happen over there, because I don't know. I think he's a bigger YouTuber. I don't know. He does kind of like commentary on this clown world insanity. Stuff I kind of like, but, you know. I don't see anyone else on right now, though, so I might jump over onto his there just for that. But anyway, we will catch you guys later. Have yourselves a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow.